Hey Faery welcome back. So for today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the new Fearbook Venus McFlytrap for Monster High. I feel like so many of us collectors have been eagerly awaiting this doll. Like, it's been months, definitely months, since we got the stock photos for her and then Abby, the second additions to the Fearbook lineup. But now she's finally starting to show up in stores. She's finally listed online at Target. I know she is a Target exclusive in the US, which we hate to see. Don't really love store exclusives here, but I'm not in charge of Mattel. I can't control anything. I'm not sure how that affects her international availability. I know that she's been, I think, in Australia or maybe New Zealand. So, she's not exclusive to the US. I'm just not 100% certain on what stores she's available at. But point is, she is trickling into places. She has been released. Hi, Miss Weiss. I feel like it's been a minute since you've been on the channel. I know you kind of took a break from making your appearances, but we're so happy to have you back. But anyway, yeah, we're going to do a little unboxing of her today. Listen, in some dolls I do want video. I did say that I wanted the Abby too, and that is still true. I would like to get the Abby, but I just couldn't justify paying full price for her. I want to say this was still 25 US dollars. I know the standard price for dolls is fluctuating and raising a little bit in the US, but I want to say I still paid 25 for Venus. But for Abby by Reese, there are just enough things about her where I just didn't want to pay full price. I don't think that she's a terrible doll. Just for my personal taste, I have to do a little bit more work to get her display ready for me. So she's a doll that I will likely be purchasing once they go on sale. So for now, we're just sticking with Venus, who I need to do literally nothing to. She's gorgeous and perfect and wonderful, and I love her, and I'm very excited to be able to get into her. So here is the back of the box with some art of Venus. She is part of the undead, no, not undead. I don't know why I said that. Unearthed club. So the gardening club, basically, which is obviously quite perfect for a plant monster. And I mean, she has a ton of super duper cute accessories. So very exciting stuff. But before we unbox her, let me go ahead and rank her on the rubric so we can see what score she got. So for emotion, I'm going to give her a 4. For need to customize, she gets a 5. Like I said, I'm literally going to take her out of box, zhuzh up her hair, and stick her happily on my shelf. For quality, she gets a 5. Number of pieces I like, she gets a 4, just because some of the littler accessories I'm kind of neutral about, but that's still quite good. And then uniqueness, she gets a 3, which, if I'm doing my math correctly, I think that means that she got a score of 21. Editing me will post if I'm incorrect here, but that does mean because she was at or under 30. Again, I'm 99% certain I paid $25 for her, but that means that I was chill to be paying full price for her. So once again, the rubric just helping me out here, proving that I'm making smart decisions. But yes, that's everything that we need to say with her inbox. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox her off camera right quick, and then we will reconvene to look at her and all of her accessories and discuss quality and hopefully have a stupendous time doing so. So I will see y'all in a moment. Alrighty, we've got Venus all unboxed. She has so many accessories, so moment for her to stand there. She's really cute. I'm really excited to be able to get into her, but we do have to go over her accessories first. So we're gonna turn her away for a moment. Where do I even start? Literally, there's I know they're not all in frame right now, but there's so many accessories. So I guess we'll just start. Sunglasses. These were packaged on her head, but I cut them off in the process of undoing her hair. We'll talk about it in a second. I am pretty sure these are the same sunglasses that came with her core doll. They look very familiar to me. So if they're not exactly the same, they're quite similar. Definitely recolored. But the shape looks very similar to me. I don't think I'm crazy. I'm pretty sure these are the same sunglasses. I wasn't a huge fan of them on her core doll. I'm not necessarily a huge fan now. I also just think there is an orange in her pants. You could have done orange sunglasses and had it match, but it just feels like the wrong color of orange. So I don't know. I'm not going to be this is terrible and awful and how dare Mattel and Monster High. I just don't personally care for them. So not a great start, but I can assure you we're getting the rough part out of the way first. Okay, things are going to look up. Then we have her little varsity style jacket. This I believe has come in different styles, obviously, but in some form or fashion with all of the Fearbook dolls. Once again, this is something that it's just not for me, but I do think it's very cute for them to include it because it's cute for them to have a little jacket that's special for their club. This one does have a little like printed patch on there that says Unearthed Club, and then it has MH on the sleeve, and then Nature on the other sleeve. Nothing on the back here. This is like a faux satiny material. Like, obviously you can see the shine. It's very clear there. This is like, hold on. If you know, like the first wave of the Barbie deluxe style dolls, the one with the braids, how she had like a whole matching set, this is like the same material that's made out. It's fine. It's whatever. I do like the fact that they like bothered to include a couple of different materials, but again, it's just like it's not my favorite piece. I definitely don't hate it though. I don't know if you guys can hear Miss Weiss meowing, but she is. She's here. Don't worry. Then I'm like struggling to figure out what order I want to do these things in. I can barely even talk. We love that. She has this super cute bag. I genuinely love this so much. Like, it's clear, pink plastic, pretty roomy on the inside. Like, we do get a fair few bags with G3 of Monster High, and honestly, all doll brands that technically open, but like, you can't really put anything in there. You could definitely put stuff in here and it wouldn't even be that hard to get it out. So I love that, just because this is like definitely more functional than a lot of other bags that we get. And also, the art on it is so cute. Something about the style, like high key, makes me feel like Venus painted it herself. Or maybe since Abby, who again is not here today, but since Abby's in the art club, maybe like Abby painted this for Venus. That's my headcanon now. I just think it's so cute. I don't know why I love it so much. Just I genuinely adore that art style. Then we have a couple of paper accessories. So we have a little poster that says on Earth Day, if my nail's not in the way. That's quite cute. It's just plain on the back, but pretty solid. And also the way that this was packaged, like sometimes they make cardboard accessories and the way that they're packaged is like, this is gonna rip or break or bend or whatever. And like, it's just at a high risk for being damaged. It still is because it's cardboard, like inherently, but I do think that it was packaged pretty well in the box. So that was a nice thing to see. And then the other cardboard accessory is Venus's Fearbook. I don't know if you guys saw the table bouncing, but Reese is fast approaching. Anyway, though, yeah. Reese is just like meandering about. So if you see anything move, that's why. But Venus's Fearbook. So that is a little booklet. This is the front, the back, and then on the inside, we have photos of her and the Unearthed Club. So it looks like Deuce and Heath are also part of it, which is super duper cute because I know that at least Heath canonically is like quite concerned about the environment in G3. So that's like a fun little bit of lore, like a little Easter egg in there. Definitely very, very cute. And like the quality of the printing, I feel like is quite good. So we love to see that. But that brings us to like her gardening accessories proper, starting off with this watering can, which is probably like the most boring out of all of them. But like, it's definitely still cute. I like that it's kind of a funky little shape. There's like a spiderweb detail in there. Obviously, for a gardening type club, you have to have a watering can. Then we have some actual little plants here. So we have a coffin-shaped planter that I can actually show you quite clearly because the plants do come out, which I really, really like. Like, that's just a nice extra layer of detail, especially for play for kids. Like, if you have like a kid who wants to play out the scene of planting flowers, or even if you want to play out the scene of planting flowers, I'm not here to judge. Like, if it makes you happy, that is stupendous. But yeah, like I think it's really cute that you could have it be empty and then like have Venus put the flowers in. They are kind of loose, like you can just have them fall out. So there is that. But I think it's really cute that that's actually functional. And the plants are so fun. This one is a fly trap and it has little cat ears, which is adorable because her cat, oh my God, her pet in G3 is like a little cat-like Venus fly trap. So I think it's pretty cute that it looks like she's like growing the same type of plant that she has as a pet. And then this one is similar to her pants, where it's like a flower with an eyeball. So I do think the designs are quite cute. This is definitely a super fun little piece there. And I mean, you can like switch them around. I don't know. I think that's pretty adorable. To go with that, we do have two gardening tools. I don't know what this one's for. Like a rake, like a hand rake. Is that what you would call it? I don't really know. And then we have a trowel. These actually do have a little bit of painted detail on there, like the vines are painted green, only on the front. But honestly, I didn't expect them to be painted at all. So that's kind of a plus to me in general. And then the thing that like genuinely I think is the coolest and just really shows the amount of detail that Monster High put into this doll and like the amount of effort is she does come with an extra set of hands that are these gardening gloves that are super chunky. Like if we compare it to her hand, you can see that they're definitely a lot chunkier, especially in the fingers. And I just love that detail. Like, I think it's so cute that they bothered to include hands to be her gardening gloves, but also the fact that they didn't just take her existing hand mold and color it blue and call it a day. Like, the fact that they bothered to make these a whole separate hand mold that look extra bulky, like your hands would look if you have thick gardening gloves on. Like, I'm just genuinely so impressed that the designers went that far and that it like got produced and everything. Like I love that. I will not be displaying mine with them on just because like I do think she looks better without funky blue gloves on her hands. But again, for other people, for play purposes, for whatever it might be, I think that is such a good and important inclusion. And I think it really helps to sell the illusion of the garden club. Like 10 out of 10 praise for that. But that means that we can get started looking at Venus herself. So the first thing I want to address is the hair. You might notice it's looking like a little bit iffy right now. It was packaged with a hairnet though, which is so stellar to me. Like the fact that they wanted to make sure that these curls stayed as nice as they could in box to the point where they put in a hairnet. Again, just an amount of effort that like we don't necessarily get with every doll, even every Monster High doll, and I really super appreciate that they did that. That being said, they did have extra tea ties, so she had like the normal 3 in her back, like the back of her head, attaching her to the box. But then there was also a tea tie up here, and then one on either side of her head to keep the hairnet on, which like I just don't think was necessary. Like mad props, mad kudos, mad praise for the hairnet. Genuinely though, you don't need tea ties to keep a hairnet in, especially in box. Like that was just really unnecessary. So if they ever do another doll with this texture of hair and they include a hairnet, would love for them to not do the tea ties because it just like was quite difficult honestly to get my scissors in there and cut the tea tie off of the hairnet and the hair without messing up the hair. So mixed reviews, I guess, but in general, like I do appreciate that they gave her a hairnet. She's got these beautiful, beautiful curls. They're looking a little rough now. Okay, I wanted to wait to do this on camera for y'all. For actually, can we talk about the hair blend real quick? The 2 shades of green and then the pink. She's so pretty. Like just genuinely, I love this so much. But yeah, I'm sure that there is a nice, like scientific, proper way. Scientific. Okay, let's calm down. I'm sure there's a much better way to zhuzh the curls to like make them look nice and proper. I'm dead ass just gonna shake her. So that did a little something something. It's definitely more voluminous. I don't necessarily need her to look super prim and proper. Like I just want them to be full of volume. You know, like I want her hair to be poofing. We're getting somewhere with the shakes. Not as far as I honestly thought we would get with the shakes. And I feel like I'm definitely losing the part line a little bit. Let me get my hands in there and kind of rough her up a little bit. This feels like inherently a little bit wrong. I feel like, especially, I mean, I know a lot of us collectors are quite careful with our like doll hair and everything, but sometimes you just got to do this. Like I definitely do not have hair that is this curly by any means. It's like wavy on most days, curly on a good day. But sometimes you really do just have to like shake it and fuss with it until it gets to be the right texture. At least my hair texture. I cannot speak for anyone who has this hair texture in real life, but I can tell you that after fussing with it, I think it's looking a little bit better, a little bit more volumized and poofy and fun and beautiful on the doll. So yeah, I think this is just one where like if you want her to like not have it be laid so like it was in the hairnet like so perfectly, you gotta just like not be afraid and just go for it. But I think she looks so fun and cute. That could just be me. I am like a really big fan for any level of curl. I love messy curls. Like I love curls that are a little bit wild, super, super poofy. Like that's just so fun for me, especially like Venus being so natural and stuff. I feel like she wouldn't be super bothered about like sculpting each curl to be perfect. No shade if you are like that, if that's how you like your dolls or your own hair. I'm just like projecting a character onto her. But look how cute she is. Look how fun her hair is. I love her. Ah! I'm gonna have a hard time getting through this review. Like, look at her. She's so cute. Oh, I could die, but we have to keep talking about her. So she does have breathe, breathe. She does have her edges, and if you look at them, there are like tiny little leaves in there. Like she's like laid her hair out into leaf patterns, which is so stinking cute. And then the makeup. Oh my god, I love the makeup. The dark lip, so pretty. It is like a slight ombre, so the corners are a little bit darker. She's got all of her fangs. That highlighter pink, like eyeliner, is so good. I also did order mine online, and I feel like her face is pretty solid. Also, I'm super sorry if the focus is weird at all. I film like reviews on my phone rather than my proper camera just because I feel like it does a better job of focusing faster, or at least it did, but like I had to get a new one recently, as I mentioned in my Monster High collection video, and I'm still figuring it out. Okay, I'm surprisingly not very technologically literate. So I'm sorry if at any point it's like a little blurry. I'm trying really hard to pay attention. Anyway, though, the face, she's just so good. And like the yellow lower lash line, genuinely, she is so stunning. Like I'm holding her and I immediately know that I need to get another one of these. And I never buy duplicates, okay? Like I very, very rarely buy duplicate dolls. It's just, again, no shade if that's how you like to collect. It's just not something that I do that often. There are a couple that like I want to get duplicates of. I want another Caddy and another Spectra because I have plans for like redressing them. She has made it to that list now. I don't have a plan for her, but I need another one and I need to like redress her. So I have one that's like in her stock outfit and then one in whatever outfit I put her in because I cannot. This face, this hair is just so, it's too good for me to not try to style it my own way. Anyway, though, moving on. Sorry, I yapped about that for like a long time. She has a little silver necklace, which definitely is the same, I think, as her core doll. So that's another reused piece. I could see why that would bother some people, and I'm not judging you if it does bother you. I personally feel like she comes with enough new stuff to where I don't really care, and especially like the reused pieces are so small, like it's the sunglasses and the necklace. So like it doesn't really bother me. Again, no shade if it bothers you. I'm pointing it out just so you guys are aware if you weren't aware before. I just think it looks good, and I also like do think sometimes that can be a fun thing to do because now in my head it's like, oh, this is her necklace, and like whatever she wears, whatever outfit she has on, the necklace is coming with her. So like, I don't know. For me, I feel like it ends up being sort of storytelling. Or maybe I'm just trying to make myself feel better. I don't really know. Point is, it's there. She does have a like very high cropped long sleeve black shirt. It is just plain black, like there's nothing on there. I love the fact that it's cropped just because I feel like this adds such a stylistic element to the overalls. Not that you can't style overalls in like a fashion way without showing any skin. That's not what I'm trying to say. But like this doll definitely could have been very, she's in the garden, she is like dressed to work, less on the fashion side. And I feel like having this like hint of skin showing, like having the crop shirt really like helps make it, she's doing her club stuff, she's out there working, but also she is going to be fashionable at all times. I don't know, I just think it's really cute. She has a little bracelet here, but the highlight is the overalls, y'all. I am dead and deceased. These are so cute for genuinely like no reason. I just love everything about it. I feel like overalls is not something we see that often on dolls, especially full length overalls. Like I think it's more common for us to see like an overall romper or like a skirt with overalls. I don't know what you technically call that. I think it has a name, but I don't know what the name is. But like a full set of overalls is so, it just feels so unique. And I love, love, love the print on these. It's so, so fun. Like it is kind of just florals and then you look and then it's eyeballs and thorns and I can't find the right words to explain how much I love these. I just think this is insane. They aren't the cheapest fabric ever. They're quite thick, but they do have like a sound to them. Hopefully that was audible for you. I don't think it's bad. Like, they're not the highest quality ever, but they're definitely not like the lowest quality ever. And they are just loose enough for her to like bend. I mean, I can like kick her leg out, I can bend her knee like that. So they're not really restricting her movement at all, which is super, super great to see. Because like that can also be a concern, I guess you might say, with big pieces like this or like full body pieces. But yeah, she's mobile, she's vibing. They're cuffed at the bottom. I love these. And then the last piece that she has is her shoes. So they are like sort of that waterproof boot vibe. Hopefully that makes sense to literally anyone but me. But we've got this sick platform that's just like straight up teeth, just teeth all over, which is so fun. And then just on the outside, we have fly traps printed on there. I'm baffled. Like, I'm genuinely stunned and just so in love with this doll. Like, I knew I was going to love her seeing her stock photos. And then when she like arrived at my house, opening the box, I was like, heck yeah. I can't express to you how much I love this. She is so beautifully designed. She has so many cool pieces. This is fabulous. So if we're going favorites and least favorite things, if I am forced to pick a least favorite thing, it would be the reused accessories, specifically the sunglasses. I just don't vibe with this. And then the tea ties and the hairnet. That was rude and unnecessary. Favorite things though, the hair, the face, and again, even though I'm not literally not going to use these, the gloves. Like that to me, it just shows such a level of care that the Monster High team has put into this doll, and I love that. I do need to point out really quick, there is a tinge of pink paint that I just now spotted on this boot. So I guess if you're looking in store, kind of keep an eye on that. But I'm genuinely so happy with her. I'm so excited to have this doll. I can't wait to take pictures of her. I obviously have to take pictures outside, okay? I'm probably gonna have to put like her hands and stuff to work just for a photo shoot. So keep an eye on my Instagram. I'll do that at some point. I don't know exactly when because I have a busy couple days coming up, but like I'm gonna have to do something with her. But that is finally everything that I had to say about Venus today. Definitely let me know your thoughts on her in the comments down below. Do you have her? Do you want her? Just all of the things. I need to like be joyful with other people about this. I'm alone in my basement and Reese's not doing enough to hype her up. So let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. But I'm going to close out for today. So I do hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or your night, whatever it might be. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.